How do you cross the finish line in first place?
Mindset Monday. Your week begins now.
Every time you start a project, you start at the beginning. And you want to move to the end of that project and you want to blow through the finish line and end up in first place. That's natural for all of us. We get into projects, goals, commitments, and plans because we want to succeed. We want to accomplish great things. Well, I'm here to help you accomplish some great things this week. I'm Shane Fielder of Samurai Innovation, where we blend the secrets of the samurai with cutting-edge strategies to sharpen you and your business results. Now, in order to blow through the finish line and get the results that you're looking for, you're going to need to have 3 types of practices this week. Now, the first type of practice that you need to be mindful of is the show up practice. And this is the one that you're going to put into play when you feel crappy, when you feel like pulling the covers over in the morning, pushing the snooze button on the alarm, and sleeping in the day. That is not the approach that you should take this week. What you should do when you wake up and you feel terrible, you feel like you just don't have the energy, the effort to put into that goal or move that needle ahead, this is what you need to do. You go out into it with the show up practice in mind. You say to yourself, I'm going to give myself a period of time. I'm going to give myself 5 or 10 minutes. And I'm just going to commit to this 5 or 10 minutes of momentum and applied effort into the subject. Now, for instance, health and fitness. If you wake up in the morning and you just don't feel like going to the gym, or maybe you work out in the evening like I do at the dojo, and you just feel you've had a huge day, a crappy day, everything's terrible, nothing's gone your way, and you just feel like skipping it, don't skip it. This is the day where you show up. You commit to yourself to showing up. Now, for you, it might be walking into the gym. It might be just walking into the gym, putting on your shoes, putting on your gym wear, and doing a 10-minute warm-up. And at the end of the 10 minutes, if you're still feeling like terrible and your body is telling you, stop, this is not the day to be working out, you give yourself permission to go change and leave the gym. At least you can smile and say, you know what, I did something. I did something more than zero. I put some momentum forward. I moved the needle forward a little bit. Not terribly much, but a little bit. That all counts. You might be at work and you might be saying, oh, that one project that you've been procrastinating on. Well, the show up practice is the cure for procrastination. The show up practice is the one that will get you through that procrastination. This is the one where you agree to open up the Microsoft Word file or the Excel file and go back to where you left off and give it 10 minutes. Set a physical timer on your phone. And when the timer beeps, you ask yourself the question, hey, how am I feeling about this? Well, I still don't really have the mental energy to put into this and commit to it today. Great. Save your work, shut down, move on to the next thing. But I guarantee you one little small thing will happen. Something special and miraculous might happen to you. What might happen to you happens to me. It happens to a lot of people who commit to the show up practice. And it's that momentum starts. That first 10 minutes in the gym, you're warming up, you're feeling good. You go, oh, you know what? I'm going to go do some push-ups. I'm going to get on the bike. I'm going to go do that for 15 minutes. You're working on the file, you get through, it's like, oh, okay, you know what? I'll just complete the next 3 paragraphs. I'll just finish these formulas up, or I'll get it to a certain point, I'll print the draft and send it to someone to review. That's great. You've showed up, you've moved the needle ahead. Okay, the second type of practice that you need is what I call the natural practice. This is your average everyday practice. This is the consistency builder for you. This is the one where you show up, you got the game plan, you get into the gym, you do the workout, you feel good, you go home. I go to the dojo on the natural days, and this is about 70% of the time for me. I show up in the dojo, we train, I go through the reps, I'm sweaty after, I feel good, I feel like I maintain my technique, didn't really make anything drastically better, but I had a good time, I feel good. I go home, I've put one more practice toward my next level of belt and rank. Now, the third practice that you're going to need is the acceleration practice. Now, this is the one where you, about 10 to 15% of the time will happen for you. You show up, you're ready to work, but you just feel extra energy today. You feel inspired, you feel great, you had a good night's rest, all the stars are in alignment, and you go for it. And guess what happens? This is where you move to the edge of your capability. You move to the edge of what's possible for you, and you blow past it. And you go past it like 20 or 30%. And guess what happens then? You create a new edge. You find out that what happened behind you was old you. The new you standing in front of you is able to do that now. So many times I've been in the dojo working on a particular technique and training for maybe weeks, months, and all of a sudden I get in the dojo and I hit it and I'm doing rep after rep, bang, 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 and all of a sudden, the breakthrough happens. So you get the breakthrough. The show up days help keep you going. The natural practice days build your momentum and your consistency. And the acceleration practices where you just come in with a high energy, that's where breakthroughs are accomplished. That's where you can go past your current security level and where you're able to just sort of say, you know what, I can do this. And now you look back with an aha moment, a eureka moment, and say, wow, I didn't know it was that easy. And now you have a new level. You have a new you, and you're able to go forth. And then from that point, you cycle through the pattern again of the show up practice, the natural practice, and then the acceleration practice. So your coaching tip for this week out of Mindset Monday is this. When you're going into a project and you're trying to create that momentum for yourself, ask yourself this question: what kind of practice is this today? Am I in the show up, the natural, or the acceleration? And then from there, apply the amount of focus and intention and energy based on each one of those practices, and you will find that you will have much more stronger, fluent effort and results this week. I'm Shane Fielder with Samurai Innovation. Domo Arigato.